12,500 feet below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, there is a world no human can survive. No sunlight, no warmth, no sound. And inside this endless darkness rests the most famous ship in history. But the Titanic is no longer alone. Something lives here now. Not everyone made it to the lifeboats. When the Titanic went down, some passengers never found their way out. More than a century later, they are still here, waiting in the dark. Every corridor of the Titanic tells a story. Personal items scattered, chairs frozen in place, lives paused forever. The ocean has claimed them, but their presence still lingers. Once, this hall was filled with laughter, fine dining, and music. Now, 113 years later, silence reigns. Chairs, tables, and even human remains lie frozen, claimed by the sea. Life here has changed, but the echoes remain. These quarters once housed the crew who kept the Titanic running. Now they are silent. Beds collapsed, personal items scattered, lives frozen in time. The ocean has reclaimed what was once theirs, and life continues in the shadows. This was the ship's industrial heart, crates, barrels, and tools of everyday life. Over a century underwater, it has been transformed. Rusted, broken, reclaimed by the ocean. Yet life continues to creep through the darkness. Here was the Titanic's beating heart. Powerful boilers, pistons, and machines that once drove her across the Atlantic. Now silence reigns. Rust has claimed every surface. Sediment buries the floor, and life creeps slowly through the shadows. This was the most beautiful room on the Titanic. A place of elegance, light, and celebration. Today, it lies crushed beneath the ocean. The staircase is gone, and only silence remains. These cabins were meant to be safe. Warm beds, locked doors, quiet nights at sea. But the ocean found its way in, and some who entered these rooms never left. This pool once echoed with voices and splashing water. Now it holds only silence. The tiles remain, the steps remain, but the swimmers never came back. This was once a place of strength and motion. Passengers exercised here while crossing the Atlantic in luxury. Today, the machines are still, and the ocean has claimed every heartbeat that once filled this room. This was a place of warmth and calm, a retreat for passengers seeking comfort at sea. Today, the water is cold, the silence is endless, and the bathhouse sleeps beneath the Atlantic. More than 3,000 letters were carried aboard Titanic. Messages of love, of hope, of reunion. None of them were ever delivered. And now, their words rest forever on the ocean floor. From this room, Titanic sent her final message into the night. Call for help, a warning to the world. The signal is long gone, but the silence remains. From this bridge, the Titanic was guided across the Atlantic. Orders were given, decisions were made, and on one cold night, history changed forever. This deck once held hope. Mothers clutched their children. Men stood back, and lifeboats vanished into the dark, leaving thousands behind. This was the most beautiful room on the ship, where music played, where gowns swept the floor. Now, it is only a hollow tomb in the deep. This hall once served the richest passengers on Earth. Tonight, their dinner was never finished, and the ocean claimed the table forever. These halls once echoed with footsteps, orders shouted, doors opening and closing. Now, only silence walks here. This room was once filled with messages of love, hope, and reunion. Today, they lie in silent piles, waiting for delivery that will never come. The cargo hold carried goods and belongings meant for distant lands. Today, these treasures lie forgotten, scattered, and decayed, claiming their final resting place beneath the Atlantic. These rooms once echoed with quiet conversations, laughter, and workday routines. Today, the crew rests forever among their belongings, claimed by the sea. This deck once offered views of endless ocean and laughter in the fresh air. Now, it is a rusted corridor, silent, frozen under a century of cold, dark water. This was the home of the many, the working-class souls aboard Titanic. Today, their lives are frozen in rust, sediment, and silence. This forward hold once carried goods and machinery vital for the voyage. Today, it is an industrial grave, where rust and sediment reclaim every corner of human endeavor. Once a symbol of opulence and grandeur, the grand staircase is now a tangle of wood and rust, a frozen monument to the lives lost here, reclaimed by the Atlantic. Here lay the heartbeat of the Titanic, powerful engines now silenced, rusting giants claimed by time and the deep, life and labor frozen forever in the shadow of decay. Once filled with laughter, fine dining, and elegance, the first-class dining hall now lies silent and broken. Time and the sea have claimed every detail of luxury, leaving only shadows and sediment. Once a bustling corridor connecting the ship's grand spaces, it now lies silent, narrow, and haunted. Time and the sea have left their mark on every beam, every railing, every forgotten soul. Once a place of laughter and conversation, the first-class lounge now lies in ruin. Rust, sediment, and silence have claimed every corner, every soul, every trace of elegance. This corridor once carried the heartbeat of the ship. Now only rust remains, and those who never made it out. These were their final rooms, where sleep was meant to bring rest, but only brought silence. These letters were written with hope. None of them were ever delivered. This room once echoed with laughter. Tonight, only silence answers. This was the heart of the ship. Now it is only a shadow, falling into the deep. These engines once moved a floating city. Now they stand as monuments to the deep. Every crate held a future. None of them ever arrived. This pool was built for relaxation. Now it holds only the weight of time. This room once echoed with warmth and laughter. Now it holds only the cold of the deep. From these rooms, orders were given. Now only silence remains. This room sent Titanic's final cries for help. Now, silence answers the deep. Here, the hands that steered the Titanic rested for the last time. These rooms tell the story of ordinary men swallowed by the extraordinary. They sat here laughing, unaware the ocean was already claiming their ship. Dinner ended. The world went dark, and the sea kept everything. This was the heart of the Titanic, where footsteps echoed, where elegance lived. Now only the ocean walks these halls. They sat here just hours before the ocean came. They laughed, they ate, they dreamed. Now only the sea remembers their names. These halls once echoed with footsteps. Now only the sea walks here. Every door leads to a story that never made it out. This is where the ship finally gave up. The ocean broke her and kept her. She still stands, as if waiting for a voyage that will never come. The front sleeps, the back was torn apart. Together, they tell the story of a giant that fell. She sailed once, she never sailed again, and now, the ocean keeps her.